Hey all, this is a video I've been wanting to do for quite a while. This is a video basically about shallowness when it comes to love, relationships and all that. A lot of people tend to have a little bit of a very specific sort of idea about the kind of person they want. This often tends to go completely differently to what they think, unless of course it's a sociopath or psychopath who's willing to try and completely mess with someone's mind. The idea of what shallow people are like, really, most people are shallow and don't even realise it. Sometimes I think to myself, when I'm looking at a girl, am I being shallow? I advise people do the same because it can make you think a bit more and it'll make you realise that perhaps you're not thinking along the lines of the reality of the situation. Anyway, here's a bit of extra to go with it, because really, just saying shallow, it could mean anything. But let's take looks into account. Not everyone looks like the most prettiest or handsomest thing ever. And of course, a lot of people go by looks. I'm guilty of it myself in a lot of cases, so I've kind of brought myself back from that, well, just recently, to realise that. Now, some people go for particular types. For example, some people like blondes, some people like brunettes, some people like people caked in makeup, some people like people who have no makeup on at all. And if you sort of think about it on that sort of setting, perhaps if you look into what you're actually looking at, you'll realise, so what if they do have blonde hair or brunette hair, or they look like Frankenstein's mother? It's not exactly important. I mean, yeah, you might think, oh, I like the look of that. Oh, fuck that. Well, who gives a shit? Think about it logically. It's just another picture to look at, really, if you think about it. Yeah, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with beautiful people, but everyone's beautiful in their own way. So take into account the fact that, really, you're just looking at a type of picture. And body types, this is something that really narks me sometimes, because I have a friend that's a little bit different body type compared to most. He's a little bit insecure about it, but he had jokes about it, so it seems as though he's happy with it. But he doesn't get many women, obviously, because women think, oh, I want someone fit with nice abs, blah blah blah. Again, what the hell are you doing there? It's like, take me for example, I've got an average body type, nothing special, something most people have. Some people a little bit more weightier than others, more to love. I've been out with various different people with different body types, skinny people, average people, muscular people, people who are a little bit overweight, but you know, it's just a body type, it's nothing complicated. I mean, yeah, you might be thinking about it along the lines of affectionation and all that. Yes, I made that word up. But, really, anyone can give you the same amount of affection. Yes, different body types can give different benefits, but it's like, again, it's just another thing to look at, really. It's another thing to feel. It's not the whole person, it's only a part of that person. I mean, a lot of guys would turn around as soon as a woman lifted up her chuffing top and said, hey guys. I mean, what the fuck is up with that? About 90% of guys would turn around. Of course, the other 10% are probably gay, but, you know, the point I'm making is, it's a bodily reaction thing. It's like, oh, I like that, look at those tits. Yeah, the tits. Just about every other woman has them. I mean, yeah, obviously they're an attractive part of a woman, but again, it's body type. People think, oh, I'd rather have a woman with big tits. Oh no, I'd rather have a woman with small tits. Blah blah blah. Again, who gives a fucking shit? If a person's got a body like a specific way and all that, so be it. Everyone's beautiful in their own way. I mean, it's not necessarily inner beauty you've got to look for, it's obviously outer beauty too, but while you're looking at things in that sort of objective way, You're not looking for romance. You're looking for a fucking fuck buddy. Go out to your mates and say, "Oi, I want a fuck buddy. Just for a one night stand, blah blah blah." You're a bunch of weirdos, I think, sometimes when you're looking for romance, thinking, "Oh, I love that body, it's amazing." It's like going to a fucking shop and buying a fucking blow-up doll. Anyway, further on. The idea of perfection. Now, a lot of women say, "Oh, I want a guy that does this, that does that, strong, can defend me." Okay, any guy can do that. Every human has a 50-50% chance of defending you, even less so if there's more against them. You know, obviously you probably feel safer with someone who knows karate, jiu-jitsu, has some big buff muscles, blah blah blah. But think about it in the way that some of these guys probably have been on steroids or probably increased rage, blah blah blah. It happens, not all the time, so obviously I'm not saying that all guys that are muscular and powerful have rage, but if a guy can protect you, they can also harm you. So really, is it worth it? Another thing, niceness. Now this is one of the things that makes me laugh. Every woman has told me, "Oh, I'd like a guy that's really nice, that's so kind and friendly." And I think to myself, you've been out for the past however many years you've been alive with people that have been aggressive, that have been out their head, that have been absolutely abusive in some way or another, and then they say, "Oh, but I was trying to change them." Right, why would you want to try and change someone when you already want a specific person that's nice? And guys are the same. Guys say, "Oh, I want a really nice girl that'll be nice and affectionate." Yeah, is that why you've gone out with people who have been abusive? Truth is, people will probably think more selfishly than they want to. And it's quite sad and true, everyone does it. But look beyond that, think about it to a point where you're saying, right, this person's being like this because they're thinking on selfish terms. And then you think to yourself, well, I've done this because I've been thinking on selfish terms. Communication. That can get past that sort of wall. That can bring about niceness. I mean, I know someone who's argued with a boyfriend God knows how many times, but they always talk it out in the end. And obviously it's from selfish reasons and it's from ignorance and all that, but niceness, it's about opinion really. You can say someone's nice, someone else will probably say they're not nice. Whereas the truth is, you can be as nice as you want to be, you've just got to be alert to it all. Okay, this one's a really funny one. When it comes to friends, you've known a guy for years, women, and guys do the same thing, and you think, well, they're nice and hot and everything, but I can't go with them because they've been my friend, I don't want to ruin that. Oh, for fuck's sake, wake up and smell the coffee. They're friends. Obviously they're going to respect you more, they're going to treat you better, they're going to see heart to heart. If you go in a relationship with them, boom, you're sorted. Perhaps it might not be as amazing as you expect it to be, but you can work it out because you're friends and you trust each other. How anyone can think that going out with a friend is a bad idea is completely out of their head. I mean, how are you meant to actually get to know them if you're not friends with them anyway? I mean, yeah, obviously some people get together and then become friends within the process while being in the relationship. That's fine and dandy, because I've done that most of the time because of my unsociability. But how can you say it'd be weird? And how can you say that it'd ruin the friendship? It shows just how much you trust them, really. It just shows how much you respect them. If you really wanted someone, go with someone who you can trust. Or go with someone who you know you're going to be able to trust. Or just go with someone. I know it sounds a bit wrong, because obviously you could end up with an absolute whack job, but, you know, life's about taking risks. I think in love and relationships, risks are a major factor. Anyway, moving on. One thing with guys like me, guys that don't get women a lot, guys that tend to be a little more housebound on their own will, who are a little bit more unsocial. To put it simple, after a while they start getting all, oh, I can't get women, I need help. And you'll never guess what they turn to. They turn to pick-up artists. And I'm serious about this, they really do, a lot of people do. I've read into it, but it's unethical for my own terms. I just feel like there's no point in going through with it, because I'm not into one-night stands, I'm into more deeper things. Obviously one-night stands, there's nothing wrong with that, and I probably do one or two or whatever whenever, if it comes to a point where I'm emotionally connected to someone, but that's not the point. Point is, these guys go to pick-up artists, some women do as well. Yes, it is wise to get some advice sometimes, and some of these pick-up artists are nice guys, they do actually help on a more ethical basis, but some just disregard the ethics and basically become machines and say, right, there's a person you fancy at the bar, go up to them, do this, and you'll get them guaranteed. And they follow through these mechanical situations, they do everything by the book, and it's really, really, really quite sad, because a lot of women fall for these pick-up lines, these gimmicks, blah blah blah, and unfortunately a lot of guys just do it just because they want to fuck. I mean, yeah, everyone wants to fuck, we're humans, it's part of the pleasure senses, but if it's not on an emotional basis, it can be really painful when a guy turns around and doesn't phone back when he says he does. And obviously it's the same opposite way around with a woman to a man. And here's another one that can really make you laugh. Celebrities. Oh, I want my Edward Cullen. Oh, I'll be your Edward Cullen because I don't look anything like him. Oh, that's nice. Are you like him personality-wise? No, because he doesn't exist. He's from a movie. You complete fool. Right. On a more serious note, a lot of people are like, oh, I want my so-and-so who's a celebrity in a film or whatever. These guys are actors. Why would you want to go out with someone who is representative of a fictional character? I mean, fair dues. It's nice to have that fantasy, but to expect it to go the way you want it to go, that's asking for trouble. But I won't go any more into that one, because that one I could go on for ages about. Now, this idea about fate. Well, yeah, everything that happens fate. It's meant to be. Carry it on. But a lot of people, when they see someone and perhaps it's the first time, they're like, fate must have drawn us together. Yeah, it's possible. I'd say that if I felt it deep and true. But a lot of people just say it just to get in your underwear. It's true. And some people just simply do it for the desperation of a relationship. Now, here's one trait I think that intertwines with honesty and all such things. To be blunt. If you like someone, just say, oi, I like you, you fit, and blah 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 blah, go through all the differences. Hey, you're more than likely to get someone. It's difficult, I can honestly say it is difficult to be blunt and say that you like someone and to go through all that. Obviously don't be blunt as if to say, as I just said it before, but be a little bit more, look, we've known each other for so and so amount of time, but I honestly think I'm becoming attracted to you. And you probably think, will that go well or not? It'll always go on your mind until you say it. And once you say it, you'll probably be pleasantly surprised. Of course, the answer might be a rejection, but, 50-50 chance. Quite literally, you can probably get a yes or a no or a, well, let me think about it, because they might like you back, they might not like you back, or they might just simply be, ooh, I don't know what I want, what shall I go for, Maybe I'll just stay indecisive. Don't wait for them, please. Don't wait, well, wait for them, but beyond a week is a joke. I've known some people to be waiting for weeks and weeks. One friend of mine was trying to go out with this lass. Unfortunately, she kept him waiting for a week before she gave him an answer, and during that time, she was fucking every guy she could fucking see. So, yeah, I think that's like purposely harming someone emotionally. So be wary of such things. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a link for another video in the comment section. Watch it. It's about perfections within imperfections, and if it touches you correctly, you might just learn what a relationship really needs. Thank you for watching.